Hi everyone, this is Phoebe. In today's vlog, I want to share a brand new book that came out a few days ago, Rehab, An American Scandal. And I just finished today, within one day. It's so good. If you enjoy reading The Empire of Pain or Dope Sick, you must have been very familiar with the villain in the US opioid crisis, which is Purdue Pharma. But there is someone else who has been taking advantage of the vulnerables in this drug crisis, making millions and millions of profit from insurance companies, from patients, which is the rehab industry. Since the Affordable Care Act, or known as Obamacare, the rehab industry has been booming because the Obamacare mandates coverage for rehab services. You will assume people who own or run the rehab centers should know their stuff. For example, people who have received medical training or who have worked with patients with substance use disorders, or should at least have some sort of compassion for the patients. But surprisingly, many owners of and staff at the rehab centers have no medical training or medical background at all. In this book, there are so many horrifying stories of rehab centers exploiting or even abusing the patients with substance use disorders, treating patients like a cash cow, and simply just covering up the tragedy when patients die. This book follows 4 people's journeys throughout the rehab industry or the drug addiction treatment industry, including a doctor who runs a clinic and treats the opioid use patients, and the mother who lost her son at one of the rehab centers. The book is kind of sad because none of the 4 people has a bright or hopeful ending. But I also think it's such an important read because bankrupting Purdue Pharma doesn't necessarily mean the drug crisis has been ended. There are these guys flying under the radar, making profit out of the drug crisis and never get the punishment they deserve. All right, so this is about the book Rehab, An American Scandal, a really, really great and important read. See you next time.